Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. Sorry, Mama had to work tonight, so it's just me and my GoPro, so y'all had to put up with that. I'm going to take up the Fly Fans SU-27 Twin 64 and have a little bit of fun for her. Come to me from Banana Hobby, and thank you, Banana Hobby, for taking $339 of my money. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Now, I learned from the first 3 flights that I needed less on my mid rates were great for aileron 85 with 30% expo, for elevator 80 now instead of 90, and then on the rudder still 100% with 30% expo. Timer set for 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Didn't really bring the battery I needed for this. I want to fly a 4000, but I didn't bring one for it, so I got a 3200 Spectrum Smart battery, so I took 20 seconds off the timer. So right, okay. Now remember, this is a semi-high alpha landing kind of plane. You don't flare as much as say you do with an F-16, but you do want to kind of bring her in at a higher alpha profile, and she'll slow down because you got no flaps. You got retracts, but no flaps. So, all right, here we go. Luckily, the wind is pretty much right down the runway. Take her up. Does have an awesome sound to her. My gear is down. There we go. Kind of let her float on in there. And she got some really tough gear. Gotta give her that. She got some seriously tough gear. The only drawback that I have on this plane, and it's just that have to do with the control horns for the elevators. The heck is that? Oh, somebody's car alarm. I thought something in my plane. Like, I've never heard that before. The control arms and the ball links were cheap, and they snapped off after I had to take them apart and adjust them a couple of times. Well, they couldn't handle that. They handled 1 or 2 adjustments, and then the ball link part just broke off from its neck. So I ended up using that ball link, put a new screw through there, and then actually screwed into the arm of the push rod. I forget how I did it, but I got working elevators now. So if they just would have put a little bit better quality, a little bit harder of a plastic, or more of a hardy plastic, then because they got to be, they got to be able to handle a few being unsnapped a few times. So think about what I'm doing here now. Coming in awfully high. Hold on. May only get 2 landings out of this one. That's the thing about flying. Taking off is optional, but landing is mandatory. Because you are going to land no matter what. Oh man, she really picks up out.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's just going to be 2 landings. I got to save enough juice in case I have to go around again. Yeah, this is better. This is where I want to be. There we go. And just let her kiss down. You know what? Let me check the battery. I got 22 minutes, 22 seconds left on my timer. Let me check this battery and see if we can afford to go up one more time. checkers on the back of the transmitter. Thank you very much, viewers, for giving me that suggestion. Just Velcro to the back. Okay. Yeah, one more time, but it's gonna have to be a quick hop. Gonna have to be a quick hop. Got 41% left, so, and that's a Spectrum Smart battery. But liking my rates right now. I am liking my rates right now. She feels good. That'd be a quick up and down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time expired.
Yeah. Not too bad. A little too much out, too high alpha too soon. But that's just, you gotta get your timing down.
Hop secured.
All right, love the way this thing sounds. Give you a real quick look at the plane. Looky. Good looking plane. Got a little scruff on that one, the nose there from that, I think my second flight, but that's no big deal. Tough gear, nice looking plane. Flies really well. I mean, she don't need flaps. She just kind of do a little bit of a higher alpha when you go to land. Just get your timing down, and you can let her just sit down like a butterfly with sore feet. Now let's take a look at the battery. Got the checker. Let's just see what's left. A piece of ribbon. 33%. All right, that's a good storage rate. That's what I was looking for. So figure one takeoff and landing kills about 10% of the battery, you know, maybe 20% of the battery, and not too crazy about the battery system, but it's okay. Definitely workable. Yeah, some tough gear, and they're big enough where grass will be fine, but our field, and they look nice here, but it's very potted and very rough, and not necessarily good for these smaller foaming. Now, big old gasser, big wooden gasser, yeah, no problem. But that, folks, that is the SU-27 twin, the Ukraine livery. Thank you for watching, folks. This is Fat Guy Flies RC. I'm sorry Mama had to work, so it's just me and my GoPro. Y'all have a good, and just to let you know, when I do these GoPro videos on that, when I'm way out there on that outer leg, okay, I've got to where I just don't talk, because I'm going to edit out that outer flight where I'm lining up, because the plane looks like a speck on your phone or whatever you're watching it on. So I just do basically the flybys, landings, and takeoffs. That way you can, I mean, that's what people really want to see most of all anyways. Or I'll try to fly as close as possible depending on the plane. But jets, sometimes you got to get them big wide turns. And just so you know, if you look across the, people ask me about this, you see all them white things across the street? Those are all juvenile orange trees, and they put these white mesh covers over them until they get big enough to be able to fight off the pests and the other things that are in the atmosphere, and that gives them a better start. That's what I've had people say. What is that, like a memorial to fallen planes or a Ku Klux Klan meeting or something? I'm like, no, that's just orange trees being protected. All right, y'all have a good little side note. Don't forget, folks, Faye, family, and friends, Banana Hobby, I really like this plane. Bye, y'all.